very, very exciting night. I kept saying I felt like someone slipped me an intense amount of drugs. But it was really, it was an amazing experience to get to see this project that we've been working on so long together with a whole theater full of people.
Yeah, it's sort of, the expectations of, last year's film, Whiplash, so this isn't that. It's there's
a lot of similarities.
There are some. There's sounds of music, drums, yeah. But and then it kind of comes out that shock and awe, and then the sort of watching the audience sort of adjust to this character and hope that they make that transition. That was what you were sort of watching and listening to the laughs. And they it's interesting because we screened it a few times, but they landed different places with different audiences, and that was fun to watch.
I think when we were writing the script and then when we teamed up with Brian to make it, we just thought, if we're going to go for it, then we have to go all the way. And I was excited to see the reaction, and I think I heard some gasps behind me once the camera panned down to see what I was doing while watching that tape. But yeah, I think with this kind of comedy, it's either go all out or go back to your room and watch a VHS tape.
And there was an artfulness, to it. I think that's one of the things hopefully isn't lost on people. The idea of the media frenzy, around an injury and how it sort of turns. We sort of played with that. To this sort of self-love, sort of playing with that cinematically, down to I think a lot of people miss that she was listening to the Chinese national anthem every day, and that to me was arguably, that made me laugh a lot. And then Gary's in a U.S. Postal Service outfit whistling to the Chinese national anthem.
The initial idea it was a mix of things. We really love the idea of celebrity in a small town and also how that can affect the psyche of a young girl. And also these gymnasts, they're essentially put on this pedestal. They're peaking at the age that most of us are starting to figure out what we want to do with our lives, and how society chews up and spits out these idols. And that was very interesting to us to explore. And just on a grander scale, I think all of us have had moments where we're stuck in life, and this character is unwilling to move on and reset and re-engage in life. And some of us hide that better than others. Hope cannot hide that at all. And that was very interesting.
It was great, It was a great mix of especially since we had such heavy time constraints. You wanted to make sure you get all these little moments, but if you cracked up on the take, it's like, oh no, we don't have the time to to do that. So there's a lot of takes. There's probably some in there in the movie where I'm sitting there opposite some funny line and I'm just shaking, trying to keep it in, and I'm guising it as a twitch, but I'm really just trying to avoid laughing. But yeah, that was it's a fun character. I think both Gary and mine's not English. We both sort of admire and still kind of worship Hope, so she can poop on us is I guess the safe word, and we're still okay with it. We're like, yeah, more if you want to. That's totally cool.
I have to chime in on the sex scene only because I too was a Team America fan, and specifically that scene, and I think that scene surpasses it by far. So that's a lot to be said. But anyway, I really enjoyed I hadn't seen anything except for small pieces that I had to do some extra recording for. I liked the whole empty mall romantic dinner. There was a lot of great images in that, and some nice turns by both. I think you see her kind of warm up maybe for one of the very first times, and then you get to reveal a lot more of Twitchy. And I like the image of just that, that place that usually is very kind of, fluorescent and filled with people turned into this, Tuscan dinner or something.